I drank all my coffee before the video started.
I know, I drank all my coffee as well.
But it's because we got excited about a video to watch and we watched it instead.
Yeah, I watched the video, a YouTube video. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is number 30.
30, the big 3-0.
We've done it a month, effectively.
Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was like, when did we start? And it must have been the day after Cinderella and Back to the Future were postponed / cancelled.
Yeah. Yeah, so 30 videos out there. You've done 29.
30 tonight.
30 tonight. So that's 60 videos in 30 days.
That's
a lot. I think we're doing very well. Want to keep going as well.
Well, I was avoid doing, like, not avoid, but Vlogmas is a thing. I told you about Vlogmas.
Yeah.
And there's been years I've done it and years I haven't, just because it's hard, like, filming and editing videos when you're also doing other things.
Yeah, especially if you've got like a busy, like, schedule as well, because you do more shows around Christmas.
Yeah, so it's nice to have been able to keep this up without it being too much stress.
Yeah. This is what, like, YouTubers just do.
I know.
So if you're just a YouTuber, that's all you do. It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, daily vlogging.
Daily vlogging. It's all about 30s today.
Okay.
Because I am 30. This is the 30th video. And roughly from when this is being filmed, I think I'm about 90 subscribers away from 30,000.
Oh my god. That's exciting.
Yeah. I started with 20, I think I was on 22.9 when I started these. So thank you for all the new guys that have arrived.
Yay.
Probably from your channel. So thank you.
Whenever I do daily vlogs every day, like daily videos, I lose subscribers. So I have lost about 2,000 subscribers doing this.
They're here, they come to me.
We swapped for a bit.
Yeah.
But I've gained loads of followers on TikTok.
Have you got any plans, any new TikToks you're going to do today?
I've got no plans, no. I've got some sounds saved. Got some ideas.
Yeah.
Floating about. But 2 days ago I posted that I've had 50,000 subscribers and now I've got 67. So it's another 17,000.
Wow, great.
Yeah. And 500,000 likes. That's exciting. And my first TikTok hit 1 million the other day. I don't know why it took me so long to get into it. I think part of it was like, I get a bit stubborn with stuff that's like really, really popular, and when everyone's like, you love this, you've got to do this, you've got to see this, you've got to whatever. I'm like, let me find it in my own time. There were a few things where I was like that. I think I was a bit like that with Harry Potter.
Were you?
Yeah. When Harry Potter first came out, like the books first came out, I was really young.
Yeah.
Like I was like 5 or 6. I remember having them read in class.
Yeah.
But I think I was just too young to sort of be that interested. But then as I grew up and everyone was like Harry Potter mad, I sort of, not avoided it for a bit, but didn't get to it as quickly as I would have done had everyone not told me, you've got to see it, you've got to read it. So I got into Potter when Order of the Phoenix came out, the book came out.
I never really got into Harry Potter, like as a kid, but I remember people reading it, and I remember seeing Goblet of Fire. Someone brought it in, Goblet of Fire. I was like, you're alright. I was like, that's big.
Yeah.
It's like a brick. I don't read that much anyway, so I think that put me off. I did try to read the first one, or Chamber of Secrets, I can't remember.
It was the first one on tour last year, because you had...
No, as a kid.
Oh.
I got bought a book, and I think it was Chamber of Secrets, but I tried to read it, and I just never picked it up.
You just reminded me of something my nan did once. My mum said, why don't, for Christmas, because my mum kept being like, what do you want for Christmas, what do you want for Christmas? And I was like, I don't really want anything, maybe a few new books might be nice. I mean, I would have been like, I don't know, 18, 19, a few new books would be nice. She was like, well, why don't you write down a list of books that you want and give it to the family, and then they can all get you a book each. And I was like, oh, that's nice. So it's quite a cheap present, like, you know, 6 or 7 quid.
Yeah. I'm
thrilled because I've got a new book. There was one book I wanted, which was called The Angel Experiment, which I think is by James Patterson. And my nan was in WH Smith looking for it, and she called me up and she was like, no, I can't find The Angel Experiment. Will The Angel's Kiss do? She just found a different book with Angel in the title and thought that would do.
Did you get Angel's Kiss?
I think I did, yeah.
Have you ever got any like weird presents of family or like friends or anything?
Yeah, well, we said in a video before that my auntie's like queen of crazy presents. So she, for a while, this present wasn't even for me, this was my brother. she went through a phase of creating McFly in various different forms. So the best one was McGnomes. So she found loads of gnomes. I think it just started because she just found loads of gnomes in a garden centre that were playing instruments. And she was like, oh look, it looks like McFly. Ding! She bought these gnomes, arranged them, like she like painted like old Chinese takeaway boxes black and like arranged them on the stage. There was like this big like Christmas decoration star that she'd stuck to the back of this box.
Yeah.
But the absolutely amazing thing was that her and her husband recorded themselves singing the entirety of McFly's first album and then sped it up so it sounded like gnomes singing. So you just opened this box and it was these gnomes arranged like McFly with a big star at the back and a whole album to accompany these gnomes.
That is effort.
Yeah.
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah. She also did them at Poppers because she found big like tin grasshoppers that were playing instruments. I think they're still in my brother's garden.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever got any crazy presents. I remember getting a corkscrew off my nan. She's very random. And it wasn't like a proper like, you know, the ones with like the arms.
Yeah.
That's me doing the impression.
It's like an effort one.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was just like the one that's like shaped like a T. Nah, I was like, cheers, Nan. My mum got me some like random presents. She got me once. I think it was last Christmas, actually. It was like a coin holder. It was the weirdest
I remember this.
thing.
I remember this.
And it was shaped like, you know when if you have like a retainer or like braces or anything, and it's sort of like a horseshoe shaped, and it's got like a thing where you put your retainer in.
Almost like a fortune cookie type thing.
Yeah. It was like that, but leather. It looked like something a cowboy would have. And she's like, yeah, I've got you this. I think it'd be really just having your pocket, you know, get your coins out. Like I'm John Wayne. I was like, thanks, Mum, but I was like, I don't think I'll use it. Like, imagine having a leather coin holder, because you didn't even have a popper on it or a zip.
It was like two bits of sort of like plastic that when you push them they come apart, wasn't it?
No, it was just like a leather mouth,
Oh.
like that, and then you could sort of just and it had a lip on it, so it would just close like that. But you could easily just go open it.
Right.
That's some weird presents. That was a weird one.
It's hard because you never want to be the person that says, this is what I want for Christmas, or this is what I want for my birthday. And even when someone asks you, you're like, oh, I don't want anything. You just sort of like, it's a bit of an awkward conversation to have. But then it'd also be really handy if you got stuff that you would actually use or you actually wanted, because then also they've put their money towards something that they've not wasted their money, basically. Yeah. I remember there was this girl once at a signing and she absolutely broke my heart. And it was one of those situations where I just wanted to like take her to one side and give her a massive cuddle.
Yeah.
I think that's also a weird situation when you're in a queue for a signing and you see loads of people giving the person that you come to see presents and you've not brought anything.
Yeah.
It becomes like you get it into your head that, oh, that's a thing. You bring presents to signings. It's not a thing. Like, you don't, like, the fact that you've turned up and you've bought a ticket and you've bought the book is like more than enough.
Yeah.
More than enough. That's like, it's not a thing to bring presents or letters or drawings. Like, if you want to bring letters, absolutely bring, like, I bloody love a letter. But you don't, like, I would rather you gave your money to charity or kept your money for you. But there was this one girl who came up to me and she put this little tube of apricot face scrub on the table and she was like, oh, I didn't want to come empty-handed because I heard that everyone brings presents to this, but I only had a couple pounds left and it was either that or my bus fare, so I'm just gonna walk home tonight. And I was like, oh my god, my heart just broke in two. Yeah. I literally wanted to cry because I was like, you don't have to bring anything. The fact that you're here is more than enough. But now you've already spent your bus fare home. I was just like, oh, my heart.
Yeah.
I felt so awful, bless her heart.
Yeah. So you don't have to bring presents.
Don't bring presents. Yeah, especially if you need to get home.
Especially if you have to walk home, yeah. I remember like one of my, I don't know if I've told this story.
I'll let you know, but then again I've probably forgotten, but go.
It's about an electric scooter.
And you've not told the story.
I'll say it anyway, but I might have told this story. But it's about being upset that I got an electric scooter when I was about 15, 16.
I think you told me this story quite recently, but you haven't said it on camera.
Yeah, and I got this electric scooter, 15, 16, and it was amazing.
That sounded like the year in 15, 16 I got given.
I am that old, like 18 miles per hour. Lovely, lovely scooter.
I think my cousin had one.
Yeah, and it was really weird because it was electric, but you had a seat on it. So it was like what you see old women drive around in, but cooler. And me and my mates were like going around the streets. It was amazing. And then I got it. I think it was £150 scooter. And I was out with my friends without the scooter, and I came home. The scooter's gone. The scooter's not there. So I said to my mum, I was like, "Where's the scooter?" Because you have to charge it. That's why I wasn't on it, and that's why I was at home. I was charging it. And my mum was like, Uncle Gary came round and was like, "Oh, this is good." Oh, it went like that, and apparently he touched it, and it went like off and he couldn't stop it. But I don't know how much if Uncle Gary was messing about with it. That's what I think now. So she's like, "We've taken it back and got our money back. We've taken it because you can't be on that street. You know, if you stop at a road." Which is a good point. If like you stop on a stop and you know cars going and you go in the street, it's dangerous.
It's a safety issue.
Safety issue. In my head, I was like, "Oh man, that sucks," but I can get another scooter. I never got another scooter. I had that scooter for like 4 or 5 days. I said to my mum about it. She's like, "We wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have like not got you anything. We would have given you the 150 quid to get something else." I was like, "You didn't." And what was really painful, I'd come out the next day, all my mates on their scooters, like, "Where's your scooter on?" Yeah, they're taking it back. So they scoot off and I'd be running behind them.
You've got a scooter now though, it's not electric.
I know.
Got a scooter.
So, can someone get me an electric scooter? Should we start our day?
I think we should, I'm hungry.
Now it's time to seize the day. Right. Thanks for sticking by and watching all these videos. Have a good day. Be safe.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Don't eat something that's been on the floor longer than 10 seconds.
I thought it was 5.
I know, but just in case it's really yummy. Okay, bye everyone. Bye.